Hi. So I'm finally feeling like making videos again, which is a bit weird because I took a long break to take care of myself. And I don't know, I feel like, like authentic people authentic people do what they want. But, it's like that requirement. Come back all happy and yay, it's all gonna be good and smiles and everything. But I'm like, man, I've been taking care of myself for quite a while now. And you noticed like me disappearing from YouTube and other things for me it's just been like nonstop getting attacked and then repairing things, taking care of myself. So I've been taking breaks or a long break because of many reasons. And I'm finally like, hey, things are settling down. I feel like I took care of those attacking me. I feel like I'm taking care of myself better to where I'm actually feeling like I want to talk to others. I want to get out of my shell, my sanctuary, and finally show up to the world again, and that's a good sign. So like I don't know where to begin, but it's more like a rant and talking about me. And maybe if you don't want to stay here long story short, the message for everyone is if you're doing something right and if you are reaching for your goals and you're getting there, you're making massive changes in your life, achieving what you want, and you become a target because of that. You become dangerous, and there will be people who will go against you, and not just people, there will be npcs, there will be those who pretend and seem like, hey look, it's a normal person writing to me and they've been caring for me, and now they turn around and start treating me like crap. And there's a lot of that stuff. So if you're doing something right, you're going to get attacked big time. You're going to be attacked, you're going to be put in a place where you're feeling like a doormat. Everyone's going to step on you, everyone's going to attack you, and you're going to feel like you don't want to be here anymore. That's the long story short. And the ending point is you have to learn to take care of yourself no matter what. And after that, go for whatever you want. Like, do not let anyone stop you. Take care of yourself, fight for yourself, and you will win. That's it. So for those who don't want to listen more than that, bye. For those that are just here for me because I am me, hey. um, it's been crazy. I've had a lot of attacks by people who seem really close. There's been those who've been, on my YouTube channel for like since the very beginning. Those I knew personally, those I've been talking to a lot, and they've been saying like real nice things. I'm like, yay! And then listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. He's a like awesome person, gives a lot of great perspectives if you listen, and each person will find whatever they want or need to hear from him or other people they're learning from. And for me that was like empathy. If you have haters, don't try to mm, lash back at them, don't try to prove your point, just be kind, hear their perspective. And I've been like sort of taking it serious, like, okay, I will not fight, everyone has their own opinion, it's all good, and I will just try to be understanding as possible. And some people saw that in me and they're like, I'm gonna milk this. Like they're really going for it. And boy, did they go for it. And I went for it as well. I'm like being all nice and kind and letting people step on me, use me, spit on me, and slap me, and just everything wrong that can go wrong did. So basically, I just got a lot of like verbal attacks, a lot of backlashing, a lot of those who were close pretending to be nice, or they seemed nice, but then they were lying their ass off to others. And that was just like really nasty. I was like, man, I had my dear friend and mentor and, like Kimberly McGeorge. She's my everything right now. Like, I love her so much for seeing me for who I am and being able to be as honest as possible. Like she was just like, Aquila, you have a problem, and here it is, like right in my face. And I love people for telling the truth of how it is, how they see me, and helping me to change, to get better. And like for me, like like pointing out, like, Aquila, you have some handlers in your space. You have to take care of people who are messing with you. You have to love yourself. And that was like a big step. Like not just taking care of people, but learning on how to love myself is a big one. Like I've had people like I don't know, John West and some other people ask me like, how do you see self-love? Like how would you explain it? How was your perception on it? And I say like, doing things I like and blah blah blah. Like, and now it's more like it's even harder than I thought it would be to describe it. But I've learned that in loving myself, I need to be harsh. not necessarily like, I'm gonna kill you or whatever, but it's like having that firm hand that will be able to protect you when you're being slapped and you're trying to be kind about it, like it's not working anymore. And for me, I had to learn, like, okay, no more trying to be empathic, no more trying to let people, or like not no more letting people step on me and use me and all this stuff. I started, like, I blocked about 5 people on my YouTube channel who were like either real dicks, or, like, if you have an opinion and you share it, it's fine. But if you have an opinion and you're pushing it and you're blaming everyone else and saying everyone else is wrong and I'm the one right, I'm like, no. Like, dude, you're not, no, no. And, so like different variations, but like 5 people on my YouTube channel, quite a few people on my emails. And I'm just like cleaning up for myself because I've been slapped and, just mistreated and all this stuff. And besides that, it's like even like some weird clients, like they see me for who I am, they go for the help, and they just decide like, oh, I'm gonna throw, like some money at this girl, and the whole session, the whole hour or 2 hours, the person is like lying about absolutely everything just to have a final laugh. It's like, oh, well, you're wasting your time just to have a laugh. Like, cool for you. It's like, I don't know. I was like really disappointed in humanity. I was disappointed that there are so many people who are either blind or unwilling to change, unwilling to like take responsibility. It's like, I'm gonna be a victim and everyone else is a default and everyone else has to help me and I'm gonna be the one who has to be fixed, but you have to do fix me because I myself don't want to do shit. Like that kind of personalities. And so like with people like that who, let's say, work with me and get a lot of free work and all this stuff, I was just like really disappointed in people wanting the fix instead of wanting to change. And I was like, okay, I have to stop. I have to take care of myself. So with all that, with all the attacks, with everything else, um, it has been nonstop. Like I'm back at working. I've been doing sessions for a while. I've been doing other things, but I've been like giving a majority of time. Um, one is taking care of my new baby. I mean, everyone probably saw it already, but he's a little too pupsy. So yeah, I love that little thing a lot. And yeah, where's my face? There's my face. Awesome. So, just taking care of the dog. It's like 5 months old right now, or like close 5.5. So finally he can hold his bladder and everything else. He's not destroying the house anymore. So like, yay, I don't have to watch him 24/7. He's now calmer and everything. But I love him so much. Like he's such a massive, such a positive change in my life. It's like, oh, he's like the best. So there's that. And of course, like I've been noticing a lot of people that I work with and have been in communication with. There's been like some weird time where relationships have been attacked, and where it is, like husband and wife, siblings, someone like relatives, anything, friends. A lot of relationships have been attacked, and there's like always a third party getting in the way, like where they're lying, where they're like impacting people and just changing the perception. It's a lot of like, you know people being used as puppets. Like, let's say you have a relationship with someone and then you get attacked, and then the attack comes in with a third person sort of being taken over, and they're gonna talk crap and they're gonna target you or the other person. And one way they're gonna target you specifically to make you feel bad, wrong, and guilty and everything else. They're gonna talk crap to influence people's opinion, like people opinions about you and all this stuff. And they will also try to impact the other person against you. As in, in their eyes, you're gonna be bad. In their eyes, you're gonna be bad, wrong, guilty, and everything wrong that can be wrong. And so for me, like noticing a lot of those things, like relationships being messed with, me being attacked, and other things, I'm like, okay, this is the time where I back off, fuck humanity for a while. I have to take care of myself. And like that's always been my thing, but I have not realized how much of that I was still giving away. So I'm like, I have to take care of myself, but that taking care of myself was just like 5%. And now I've like, because of Kimberly's help, Kimberly McGeorge, like, please, if you haven't looked at her stuff, I think it's like her website is a secret to everything. Look up her videos and other things. You'll find a lot of information, and like, she's amazing. So for me, like with her help, I was able to finally like get good tips and go for things I love. Go for actual like, hey, take care of myself. Not just like, I'm gonna take a shower or whatever, but actually give myself a priority. Because I was like, the person I am, I'm always giving myself away to everyone 100%. Like everything. I will believe everyone. I will go for everything. I will give away money and everything and blah, blah, blah. And it's just not working. I've been used too much. So like for me, it was like this long break was just taking care of myself, learning that I need to accept the fact that like, hey, I'm helping out a lot of people, but is that kind of thing where some people might be doing a job like me and you're professional, you're the best at giving it to others, but when it comes to yourself it's a bit hard. There's always something distracting you, there's always something more important to do, there's always someone needing help as well, and you're like, yeah, I need to work on myself, and you just leave yourself at the last place eventually and you're still not working on yourself. So for me that was the thing. I'm noticing that a lot in others, but a lot of that is in myself as well. So I'm finally like, after working through that, it's a good thing. So yeah, I haven't changed much in the way where how I talk now. I think I'm still a fast talker and probably mispronouncing a lot of things, but at least I'm not worried about it. Like it used to be like, oh, what will people say? I'm gonna get those comments again. Now it's like I'm just gonna be myself. I feel like making a video. I feel like talking. I'm finally gonna do this, and that's another thing. There's a lot of times where people have a goal, like where you want to make a video, where you want to talk to someone. There's like something important you need to do, but you have to do it right away the moment you feel it, because the next after 5 seconds you're gonna get distracted. There's gonna be tons of things. You're gonna get calls. You're gonna get people coming up. You're gonna get like, oh, someone needs help. There's business to take care of. There's people messing up and all, and you just have to take charge and whatever. So for me, it's like a lot of noticing, like, hey, break, leave others, work on self, and that's been changing myself a lot. But in my reality, like where I am right now for myself, I've been seeing a lot of good changes. Like, I made a video a while ago about the end of the world and how to save it and all this stuff, right? And it was like a little, I don't know, like the title, the headline, so to speak, is like a little bit of a clickbait. And people like are talking about, but like the end of the world should happen, we all should die. But for me, the main point of the video was like, okay, I have a catchy title and I'm going to talk about how with our thoughts we create the world we want and how we can manifest anything. And there were like a few people that got the message, and most people are talking about the end of the world. I'm like, oh cool, like I can see who I can talk to or who hears me actually. So I appreciate those who listen to me and actually hear what I have to say. And this is pretty good. So with that in mind, the idea, like, okay, I've been impacting my world and getting better, and I'm glad others are doing too. And I just like, I don't know, probably want to make more videos of myself doing sessions and uploading it, like where it is, like if it's too personal, it's probably going to be for, those who like members or whatever, because personal. So, hey, you're going to see my friendly side and all, whatever. But other stuff, I'm just like seeing how we're being stopped and messed with, and I want to get over it. Get over with, I've been attacked, and I'm finally like, hey, feel like actually fighting back. Because I sort of like, for a while there, I gave up. I gave up in a way where like, I don't want to deal with humanity. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to do other things. I just want to like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do what I like. I'm going to do what's important to me. Fuck others. And coming back to the point of like the end of the world scenario and our intentions, our thoughts, and how we create reality, I've been seeing a whole lot of protests and people fighting back for their freedom, fighting back for what they want, and governments actually saying yes to people. And for me, I've been seeing a whole lot of changes, and I believe that really whatever you focus on, and it's not just like, yeah, you had a one good thought throughout the day, and the rest of the day is like the opposing thoughts. That's not going to work. So it's like a lot of like focusing on the reality where you want to be in, and with that kind of like, I don't know, like law of attraction, not necessarily like think good things all the time, but really focus, like think of like, we have this like idea in the afterlife. If you create the realm like in your imagination, or you write it up, if you create a world where you want to go and you are clear about it, you're going to go there and everything's going to be the same. But you have it all planned out. You have the looks, you have the feelings, the ambience or whatever, the people in it, like everything the way you want. So you have it all planned out. And I think it's just the best to do it for what you want to manifest. Like, okay, next day, like, what do you want for tomorrow? What do you want for the upcoming week? Like, little changes for yourself in life. How would you like to see the world? And you literally write down the plan of how it would look like, the people, what they would be talking about, how would they be like looking, what they would be wearing, and all the stuff. And you just like go for the details. But that's like you create a scenario and then allow yourself to just think about it and go for it at least a few minutes a day, and literally you will see it happen. So for me, like, I've been seeing a lot of good changes and I'm happy about it. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I'm finally like, hey, back in the mood to talk, back in the mood to be open, and it's time to get back. So that being said, before I wrap it up fully, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk about whatever I feel like talking about, and I'll see you soon. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.